Schaeffler Innovation Program was very unique. The lessons that I learned from this specific bootcamp, which happened at IIM Ahmedabad, we still carry it.
And for that particular part where we had to provide free services, where we had to conduct various pilots, I would say, the mentorship which we got, it helped us approach the right ones.
We basically received two of these funding opportunities. One is from IIMA Ventures, and the second one is Mr. Ankit Mathur.
So that's when organizations like Schaeffler come into play, wherein they take a leap of faith in us and give us the funding to say that, okay, you take even if you don't have any users, you take the funding now and you develop a product which will impact millions of people.
So the first cohort made a significant stride in their respective fields. Many of the projects who got selected in second cohort, they actually, reported significant progress. I mean, including improved service delivery, stronger engagement with the investor community. Some venture even have reported that new partnership and additional funding as a result of the program.
Don't give up. Entrepreneurship is like jumping off a cliff and hoping that you build a plane or a parachute or something on your way down.
Hi everyone, I am Salma Rehman and I welcome you to this very special episode of Spotlight, a special series by Buddy4Study where we explore industry trends with distinguished leaders and change makers with insights from their inspirational journeys. Additionally, we also discuss significant scholarship and fellowship opportunities to support aspirants in their educational or professional pursuits. Entrepreneurship is in the air. No, I am not exaggerating, but reiterating the buzz around the startup ecosystem in India, which has witnessed an unprecedented surge, especially in the past 10 years, as India solidified its position as a major global center for innovation and businesses. According to the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, there are over 1,17,000 recognized startups in India, which have created more than 12 lakh direct jobs. Indian startups are increasingly adopting social impact models and integrating social responsibility into their practices. They are pioneering sectors such as healthcare, education, financial inclusion, and women empowerment. From renewable energy and waste management to sustainable agriculture and eco friendly transportation, these startups are leveraging technology and creativity to develop solutions that offer groundbreaking solutions and contribute to economic growth. In fact, the increased funding in the recent budget to support startup is also an indicator of how this ecosystem is set to expand and flourish in the future. In this context, programs like the Schaeffler India Social Innovation Fellowship Program, being led by Schaeffler India, prove to be profoundly beneficial for the budding entrepreneurs, especially ones who are trying to address crucial issues in the social and environmental domain. Since Schaeffler India is back with the third edition of the program in 2024, we thought of making the best of this occasion by talking about this program in detail with Mr. Yogesh Kapse, head of CSR at Schaeffler India, and also a major driving force behind the program. A very warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you.
But we have more in store today who could tell you better about this future forward initiative than the fellows themselves. We are also extremely delighted to welcome four amazing entrepreneurs from last batch. We have Nidhi, founder and tech CEO of Nima AI. We have Aishwarya Karnataki, and she is the co-founder of Globatrix. And we have Aripit Srisagar, who is the co-founder of Electrica Energy. They have already joined us, and we are honored to have them with us. I would now like to pose a question to Mr. Kapse, who has been spearheading this program since its inception. So, Mr. Kapse, please tell us what was initially the vision behind this program, and how much you have been able to achieve all through these editions. The first, which concluded in 2021, and another one which did last year.
Okay. So thank you, Salma. It's been an honor to be here and actually giving me this opportunity to listen to our second cohort, like how they are progressing in their particular venture. And at the same time, throwing some light about the program and the third edition. Coming to the question, the Schaeffler Social Innovator Fellowship Program was designed to foster social innovation and to support and encourage the projects that have potential to impact the community at scale. So the initial vision behind the program was to empower the social innovator, the entrepreneurs, by providing them, mentorship, resources, the other linkage resources to scale their prototype, to scale their initiative. So the goal was to create sustainable social change by leveraging the innovation and leveraging the technological innovation in social sector. So I mean the inaugural edition saw we saw the good response because we have invited that time the application from across the sector, right? Health, I mean water, livelihood, environment. So we saw a huge response of the first edition, and we have actually selected few of the promising social enterprises that demonstrated a high potential for impact. So these the enterprises has received the mentorship support from the IIMA Ahmedabad Social Ventures. Then I mean the access to the network by them has been provided. So the first cohort made a significant stride in their respective field. Like for example, if you see Deepak Rajmohan from Green Pods Lab, who scaled up his operation in 5 states now. He has also been recognized by the World Economic Forum, the Better India, at so many forums he has been recognized for his innovation. Similarly, on Purva Parwani, she was working on scaling up her model of mentoring of the underprivileged students. She has scaled up in many cities now. Aditya from Roha Biotech, he has actually they have also scaled up their production facility on environmental friendly packaging. So all this cohort through their various initiatives have achieved significant milestone in their particular journey of entrepreneurship. They have scaled their operation, reached out to more beneficiaries, and refining their model for greater effectiveness. And the second edition was built on the success of the first edition. So basically, we have seen a good quality of application around sustainability and use of technology in social sector in second edition, because we have freezed down on the thematic area of application. So it was more around technology and sustainability. And many of the projects, or the innovators who participated or who got selected in second cohort, they actually, reported significant progress. I mean, including improved service delivery, stronger engagement with the investor community. We have seen some venture even have reported that new partnership and additional funding as a result of the program. So overall, I mean, the Schaeffler Social Innovator Fellowship Program has made considerable stride right from the beginning, what we have observed. I wish all the best for this program to take it further to the new heights, and how we can support more intensively to the coming cohort that we are expecting from this program. Thank you, Salma. I hope I have addressed your question.
Yes, of course. That is amazing to learn how the fellows are progressing. And I mean, all the fellows who have joined us today have already creating ripples, are already making noise through their achievements. And that's a moment of pride for all of us. I would like to briefly share my screen and take you through the program page for this year. So, is my screen visible right now?
Yeah, it's visible now.
So this is how the program page looks like on the Buddy4Study website. If you go and land here, you can go down and apply through this button, and you'll be carried to this particular website, which is specially dedicated to this program. So as I said, I've already mentioned this is an initiative by Schaeffler India to recognize and reward individuals who are developing unique sustainable solutions that have the potential to positively impact society. The eligibility criteria for this particular program is that the applicants should be from the age group of 18 to 35 years as on 1st July 2024. It is open for individuals, group of individuals, organizations of profit or non-profit, both across India. The person should be a resident of India. The project must not be an established commercial venture already. Early stage startup or NGOs with functioning prototype can participate. An entry must not be just a concept idea or a mock-up, and it needs to fulfill the following 6 requirements. It should have a clear target market or audience. It should be addressing clear need, problem, or opportunity, potential to scale and positively impact people, economical and sustainable, commercial viability, and it should be a prototype. The participants also need to submit entries describing their work in form of an idea pitch deck or a video that can be uploaded on the website. The project must be related to any one of the following categories. That's a very important point. It should be related to environmental sustainability, renewable energy, carbon neutrality, circular economy, natural resource management, and application of technology in social sector. All the projects which are related, somehow related to this, can go ahead and apply. Not necessarily. I mean, this category is not necessarily very limited, but then again, as we talked about, the project must be meeting the eligibility criteria which I have discussed earlier. Award is, which is of course a very important point in this case, is that each project will be granted an award of 1.5 lakh rupees by Schaeffler, and a total of 10 projects will be selected under this program. You will also be exposed to a 24-week long hybrid mentorship opportunity at the prestigious IIMA Ventures at IIM Ahmedabad to help the winners further develop and scale their solutions. You will get access to Schaeffler India network and partners, and of course, a great opportunity to scale up your venture. These are the processes involved as to how you can go ahead and fill up your application. If you go down, you can click on the apply now button and you can go ahead and fill up your application. These are the steps involved in selection process. I'll briefly tell you what these are. So once you submit your application, as I said, that you should be meeting all these criteria first of all. Then upon selection, you will be you will appear for a telephonic interview and document verification. A virtual round of interview will happen with the Schaeffler India team, and finally, you'll be presenting your project to the jury panel and leaders, which is again organized by Schaeffler India team. So this is currently the timeline of the project, and I think all of you who are watching this and who fill the eligibility criteria, who fit the criteria, should go ahead and apply for this. So coming back, I would like to know, Mr. Kapse, that mentorship is one of the most important components of this program. How crucial you think that mentorship is for the early startups, and how can it be beneficial for their expansion?
Yeah. So, Salma, I think mentorship is, I mean, very crucial for the early stage startups for a number of reasons. The first, it can provide founder with the guidance and support they need to navigate the challenges of starting a business. Second, it can help founders to connect with the other entrepreneurs and industry leaders. And third, it provide founder with access to resources that they would otherwise will not have. So just to give an example, I mean, I have seen an endorsement from a respected, mentor can enhance the startup credibility and facilitate introduction to the key players in the industry. And sometimes this kind of a, connection play a huge role in terms of making it success. So overall mentorship is a valuable asset, what I feel. And by providing this kind of a support, guidance, and resources, mentors can actually help founders to increase their chances of success. So that I feel, I mean, that's why it's very critical and important.
Thank you, sir. We would also be moving on to our entrepreneurs here, our fellows from the last batch, and talking about their experience of mentorship. But before that, I want to ask you, Mr. Kapse, that what exactly is the is the selection criteria? I mean, I've already I've already gone through the criteria briefly, but could you please elaborate how Schaeffler India is identifying and selecting startups for this particular program, and what are the type of entries that you expect?
Okay, so this time also we expect the application around the sustainability. I mean, in the wider perspective, and also I mean how the technology can leverage to bring a lot of social impact on emerging pressing need of the community. So that sort of application we are expecting. Though you have already defined the process, like we have initial shortlisting, then the first round of interview, second round of interview by subject matter specialist, and then the final pitch to the jury member. So I would like to, in a very, I mean, crisp manner, I would like to say we would be looking at application basically on potential of impact, their innovation and uniqueness, and potential to impact a scale. So scale is another important criteria. and the sustainability of this particular, the idea or an innovation we would like to see. So these are the major points, and we will be using the score methodology to evaluate all this. So there is a 7 point, right from identifying your the problem statement till sustainability. So these are the 7 point scorecard method we will be adopting for evaluating the applications. So basically, impact, innovation, scale, and sustainability. These are the 4 key points the applicant can keep in mind while submitting the application.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for elaborating on that. As I said, we are happy to be joined by our fellows from the previous batch, some of whom you might have already got a glimpse of on television and social media. We have Nidhi, founder and tech CEO of Nima AI. We have Aishwarya Karnataki, co-founder of Glovatrix, and we have Arpit Sagar, co-founder of Electric Energy. So Nidhi, coming to Nidhi, Nidhi is leading Nima AI, as already told you. It's a neuroscience and AI-based consumer insights platform for efficient learning, branding, and marketing strategies for schools, corporates, and employees. The startup is already making a lot of noise, especially with Nidhi's appearance on Shark Tank India. So, Nidhi, since you completed the bootcamp at IIM Ahmedabad last year, and I can see that Nima AI has achieved new milestones, forged new collaborations, and is now also going international. But tell me about the initial journey of Nima AI. What were the challenges, and how did you overcome them?
So thanks for the introduction, Salma. As you mentioned initially, we were also, because it's a social impact startup which we're working on. And we cater to students who are neurodiverse also, who are autistic, ADHD, and they do not know how to express. So our initial challenge was how to convince the parent, not the consumer who is the child in our case, to at least try a solution which can benefit the child or the student which is there at the school or college level. So that was the biggest challenge which we had. And for that particular part, where we had to provide free services, where we had to conduct various pilots, I would say, the Schaeffler, the I would say the CSR which we got, even the mentorship which we got, it helped us approach the right ones. Because free pilot we can approach anywhere, but somewhere like if you target the right kind of schools, for which if you prove it for 10 students and then you take it forward, right, it makes more sense rather than going to any other school. So that kind of advisory guidance we got when we were at IM as well, and it is still helping us by prioritizing whom we should say yes and whom we should say no, because the distraction comes in, but we have to plan out well so that the entire company grows and at the same time we can create an impact.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. I would like to ask Yogesh sir to take the lead and pose a question to Nidhi.
Yeah, so Nidhi briefly actually summarized everything. But Nidhi, we are extremely proud of your achievement, and I would like to request you if you can tell us a little bit about like how, what difference did you did the funding and the boot camp at IIMA Ventures made for you? Though you said they are still helping, but any incidents you would like to say that this has actually helped, or maybe a small thing, but actually it helped you to turn around things at your startup?
Yeah, so so initially I am still a solo founder, but as the company is growing, I would require to have something like a co-founder agreements and all of those, which to me was foreign. And when we went for this camp over there, they actually helped us understand these simple basics also. And I've been a part of multiple incubation centers and multiple, I would say, competitions, etc. But this point was never highlighted that whenever you go for a founder, like co-founder, you need to have those kind of agreements. You need to have that differentiation in roles and etc. My thought process was that it will be like two teammates coming together working on similar things, and there should be no paperwork again, etc. That's just a formality. But to be frank, now that I'm looking forward to finding a co-founder actively, that learning from that cohort actually is still there, and I'm very aware about what is happening. I'm taking it as a professional manner rather than just casually thinking about one person will join me in and work with me. So that's the greatest learning for me, at least from that cohort itself.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. So we also have with us Aishwarya Karnataki, who is spearheading Glovatrix with her co-partner Parikshit Sohani, which has created Fifth Sense, an AI-powered smartwatch that provides equal learning and employment opportunities for members of the deaf community. Among the many accolades garnered as a startup, Glovatrix has been the winner of Boeing's Build 3.0 startup competition and has also been featured on CNN IBN and on other significant media platforms recently. So I would like Yogesh sir to take the lead in conversation with Aishwarya. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Salma. So, welcome, Aishwarya. So, how being part of the Schaeffler Social Innovator Fellowship Program has changed things for you, especially considering that you are catering to a particular section of society, though especially able. I mean, having certain issue in terms of hearing, ability. So, did you learn any special lessons to expand into the market out of this program, or maybe the other area which you would like to highlight here?
Absolutely. Firstly, thank you so much for having me here. So the Schaeffler Innovation Program was very unique. I have been a part of many accelerator programs, but the lessons that I learned from this specific boot camp, which happened at IIM Ahmedabad, we still carry it. So until now, we were kind of when it came to marketing the product, we are creating a whole new market. Like a product like this does not exist anywhere, and we are creating the need for it. So until now, our approach, like until Schaeffler, our approach was to kind of spray and pray to figure out, okay, यहाँ से ज़्यादा response आ रहा है, तो we will go in that particular direction. But there was this one particular session on finding the right market, which actually helped us bring our go-to-market strategy to a laser focus. So it was great. Apart from that, we met a lot of interesting entrepreneurs who were on a similar path as us, and that peer-to-peer learning, which Schaeffler offered by bringing all of these people together, was also very valuable.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Aishwarya.
much. So, securing funding, you said already talked about it, and it's actually a very critical aspect of any startup's journey. Can you share any experience of obtaining funding for Glovatrix? What strategies have been more effective for you in attracting investors, and how have you managed to sustain financial stability while focusing on growth and innovation?
So absolutely, funding is like the blood of any startup. It's what keeps you alive. And in our case specifically, because it is a hardware product, it is very capital intensive. Like as compared to a digital service, we require a lot more funding. So during our initial journey, me and Parikshit, we both did day jobs and we used to put our salaries into this. But eventually we had to quit our jobs because this required more. As our baby was growing up, it required more of our time and attention. So it was the government grants which helped us get through. So in our case, we are still in product development. When it comes to VC funding, generally the VCs ask, okay, what is going to be the ROI? How many users are there? So VCs come into the picture much later once we have the product ready. But who's going to pay us to develop that product, which is going to create a social impact? So that's when organizations like Schaeffler come into play, wherein they take a leap of faith in us and give us the funding to say that, okay, you take even if you don't have any users, you take the funding now and you develop a product which will impact millions of people later on. And yes, using the Schaeffler funding, we were able to reach the next milestone of product development. And mid of this month, we will kick off our pilot projects. So it was grants like these, the Schaeffler Innovation Grant, which got us till here.
So moving on, we also have Aripit from Electrica Energy, which offers battery swapping solutions to overcome challenges faced by electrical vehicle owners in India. I would like to congratulate Electrica for successfully securing funding from IIM Ahmedabad Ventures and IIT Mandi Hub. Again, I would like to ask Yogesh sir to take the lead and have a conversation with Arpit about his experience at the program.
Yes, yeah. So thanks, Arpit, for sparing time for this particular program. And I mean, so Arpit, question to you is the electric vehicle market in India is expanding. I mean, at a very impressive rate. So, and
Definitely it
on
is.
the other hand, with the government getting, setting the ambitious target for EV adoption by 2030. So, how in this situation, where there is a growing demand, have you figured out your operation expenses, like how you are expanding into other geography, or what you thought of starting from Indore? So, how this entire, the fellowship program been beneficial to you, and at what aspect? So would you like to, I mean, highlight few aspect of this program, how it helped you in this particular context?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Once again, I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to Salma. Thank you to Yogesh, for giving me the time. I'm really grateful to be associated with the Schaeffler India team. I would like to say here is that with respect to the EV innovation part, with respect to the like EV revolution part, the thing is that the majority of the capital, it goes to the battery. It basically constitute to about like 40 to 50% of the like EV cost. So the thing is that our startup, it basically focuses only on batteries. We basically want to optimize the health of the batteries with the help of machine learning algorithms. So that was it. And even the thing is that we are doing a battery swapping solution. So the thing is that we're basically against the charging setup, because the thing is that charging, it basically takes around 2 to 3 hours, which we can charge at maximum speed. And so like it is the reason we basically took a shot at in this in this the battery swapping space. And battery swapping space, it is basically growing at a CAGR of 22%, 22% in India. I would like to highlight one point here is that if we compare China, it is basically like one of the largest consumer of like electric vehicles in the world. You know what like they are doing? They've basically shifted their attention to battery swapping sector, because the thing is that the charging, it is kind of like inefficient. You need like charging infrastructure, it is needed at like all the different places. You basically have to you basically need around the same around number of gas stations which are available in the country. So like it really becomes very difficult to basically replicate that. So it is the reason battery swapping, it comes into the picture. And one more question, like you said about what like India government is doing about it. So the Niti Ayog, so they basically drafted this battery swapping policy. So they basically allowed the industry to take the banner ahead. Like they want the startup like us to take the innovation upfront, like what should be the battery size in the two-wheelers, three-wheelers, or four-wheelers. We only have to decide it. And like there are many government subsidies are there with respect to the battery swapping station, charging stations are there. So that's it. Like with respect to the support by the government, the policy is there for us to support us.
Yeah. So in this entire, you have given a good context, like how the other policies are favoring, and it's a, I mean, good time to think about the battery swapping facility and all. So I just wanted to understand, like, how this Innovator Fellowship Program at IIMA Ventures, which you have attended, how it helped you in your startup. I mean, how it helped Aripit and your co-founder to take it ahead. And if you would like to highlight some aspect which you really feel that has added value to your journey.
Yeah, sure. I would like to say one more thing. One thing in the beginning is that the we were in IIT Mandi. We were in the final month of our master's program. And the thing is that we received one mail. We received one email stating that Schaeffler India Innovation Challenge is there. So like this is where everything has started for us. We basically scroll down. We basically saw the name IIMA Ahmedabad Ventures. Who doesn't know about IIMA Ahmedabad Ventures? It is like the one of the best startup incubator in India. I've already a short discussion with Salma. I told about that 70% of the unicorn startups, their founders have their alma mater from IIM Ahmedabad. So the thing is that they have indirectly received support from IIM Ahmedabad Ventures. So the thing is that we basically wanted funding from IIM Ahmedabad Ventures. It was there in our mind from the very start. So the thing is that we got selected. We basically met you. We basically met Kadam sir. It was a very nice interaction. We basically talked about fuel cells as well. Then then after that, the thing is that with the help of that 1 week, 1 week on-site mentorship at IIMA Ahmedabad Ventures. So one more beautiful thing has happened for us. One of the guest speakers named Ankit Mathur. He was also an alumnus of IIM Ahmedabad. So like we basically met him. We met him. We synced there itself. And I don't know about 2 weeks after we received a call from him. Like he's interested in funding for our startup. So the thing is that with the help of this Schaeffler Fellowship, Fellows Schaeffler Innovation Program, we we basically received two of these funding opportunities. One is from IIM Ahmedabad Ventures, and the second one is Mr. Ankit Mathur, who is who has already funded us. And like we also received the funding from IIM Ahmedabad Ventures past month. So like I just want to say for a startup like us, we need batteries. We need battery swapping station. So the cost of these are very high. So it is a kind of a the capital intensive startup, capex startup. Just like Aishwarya told about that, hardware is there. There is like software. It is very low for us. So thing is that for us, the main fuel is it is funding. So we received funding like that too, like from the best of the places. So like me and Avinash, we are really grateful to Schaeffler, like amazing one, like really grateful, always there for Schaeffler, like for support and everything. Like if we want to give back to Schaeffler again, we will definitely be there. Yeah.
Thank you, Arpit. Thank you very much.
This is a question which is meant for all of you. So you were all together at the boot camp, and this also served as a platform for ideas exchange. I mean, you met fellows from across the country. You saw their ideas, you saw what they had to offer, and so could each of us kind of share at least two key lessons that you have gained or learned from your fellow participants? I would like Nidhi to start this. So can you share with us what is that you learn from your fellow participants at the boot camp?
Yeah, absolutely. So the fellow entrepreneurs that I met in the boot camp, it was amazing. It was like being in the same boat while we are facing the same issues together. Somebody else has already solved it. For example, I met a friend in that Vagisha who was facing certain problem. I won't name the problem, but a certain specific problem that we had been through just 6 months back. So I told her to the solution to that, and she was like, awesome. She could apply it real fast. At the same time, a certain problem that we were facing, they had already cracked the problem, so they were able to, so that pure learning part of it was amazing. And actually in this Schaeffler program, we have one direct competitors who were there with us. They are making the exact same thing for the exact same target audience, and it was wonderful interacting with him as well, because while we are competitors, there is a big enough market. We are catering to the same people with the same needs, deaf people who are not able to communicate. So somehow we were able to actually leave aside our differences and come together for a larger impact, that is to help deaf people communicate.
I think friendship between entrepreneurs, like Aishwarya and me became very good friends, even Bhagisha also. And it was almost like a girl gang supporting each other, talking about the problems we also face, by the way, because when we go to investors, right, if it's only a female founder, there's a different kind of connotation which happens when there is like a partner with you who's working. So that helped me understand that it's just not me who, even though I'm a solo founder, but it's something others also face. Then at the same time, Siddesh, he was also one of like the great friend I had. And when I heard that he's not really having like it's not a private limited he's running, it's a proper NGO. And why he started that was for his father. So the storylining, how he used to communicate that same thing, right? This the communication part I learned from Aishwarya and Siddesh, because both of them expressed their idea of the startup so smoothly, which related to the customer, and at the same time someone who's not even their customer could feel that yes, this is a problem and this is something we need to solve. So that communication, right, it is very important for entrepreneurs. So that I would feel these two helped me a lot. And obviously there were multiple other entrepreneurs also who became friends. They didn't know the language, so we helped them groom around also in the city as well. Yes.
That's quite interesting to learn, because when we spoke with Sidesh, he said that he was not very good at communicating and making a pitch. But this is something which he learned from the fellows. So I think it's a mutual kind of a thing, symbiotic kind of a thing that was happening, and I think that has kind of enriched all of you together, and all of you therefore are growing with that pace, with learning that you have gained. I would again ask the same thing from Arpit, because Arpit also had something to share about this, about his experience.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the thing is that before the Schaeffler thing, I just thought ki like there is only one thing part, that is funding, like which is going to run the startup. But the thing is, after meeting like so many of these like social entrepreneurs like Siddesh, like Aishwarya, like Nidhi, like they're basically trying to find a solution which is really important. Like they're basically trying to have an impact, a positive impact, so that the the real problem, it is like it is the hearing. It is like if it is with respect to the if it is with respect to the mental health part, it is something which you deal in your like everyday lives. So these guys are directly these are guys are literally helping with their daily life. So it is really important. And just like me and Avinash, what we are doing is that we are also trying to solve a problem of charging and all. But thing is that it is kind of related to money, and it is a larger problem. But those guys are really doing a phenomenal work. And like special kudos to Siddesh, Nidhi told. Yeah, like he's running an NGO. He's also farmer. Just the way he always like start his pitch. So that's there. Like I just got a different perception of it. Like you just have to look at uh, you just don't have to look at the startup with respect to the funding part. There's like another aspect of it as well. So like we will also do something closer to that in the coming days. Electric energy, we will definitely do that. CSR things and all, if you get the opportunity. Yeah. Thank you.
So wonderful to learn that. Before we kind of we're drawing close to almost the close of this session, I would like quickly all of you to tell me the one message that you have for the aspiring social entrepreneurs. We can start with Ashwarya. One message that you would like to give the aspiring social entrepreneurs who are looking for funding, who are looking for the right guidance, and who are willing to apply for such programs.
Yeah, one message I would like to give is don't give up. It is, at the end of the day, it is your grit that will get you where you are. Because before getting accepted for Schaeffler Innovation, before being the winner of this program, there were 100 rejections that we got. First, I think 100 applications that I filled out were all rejected, and then there is a learning curve to it. And what rock bottoms taught me, mountaintops never can. So don't give up. Entrepreneurship is like jumping off a cliff and hoping that you build a plane or a parachute or something on your way down. So take that leap of faith, don't give up, continue on your journey. Whether you get selected or not this year, there's always next year. And yeah, that would be my 2 cents.
That's a wonderful message. Nidhi.
I would say don't get what is it called? Like the word I'm not able to figure out, but don't get demotivated if someone says that you're a solo founder and it won't work out. No, VCs will come up. We have reached to a VC stage now. It's in the conversation. When it sits out, I will be able to say, and all it has been done through my solo founder journey. I'm looking for a founder, but it is okay to be single founder, like unlike compromising and then failing altogether.
Wonderful. Arpit, you?
Yeah, I just want to say that there are times when you feel that things are not working out. But thing is that it is basically those times you just have to keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing in the best way possible. And the thing is that you will definitely get out of it. That is there. And like another piece I want to say is that the not everyone is like starting a company, starting starting a startup. So take some pride in doing that. keep your head up all the time. That is there. Don't let anyone opinions get into your mind. You and your co-founder, we know what is best for our startup. Not even the VC can tell us what is best for our startup. So that is there. Like me and Avinash, we're really working hard. We're really taking it. We have a bunch of good people along with us. So the people who you basically choose, that also plays a major role. It should be the people who you can trust. That is there. So that's it. Just keep your head high all the time. You are doing a great work.
That's a wonderful message. Keep your head high all the time, because you have a long road to go ahead. Yeah. So, anything you would like to say to our fellows, Yogesh sir? Anything else you would like to add here?
So just want to add what Nidhi was talking about. I mean about the startup of Arpit and Avinash. So I mean, see the beauty of this program. I mean the diversity within this particular cohort. I mean, and they are really sensitive to each other's what they are addressing, and like Arpit was able to understand. He would like to do something once they have built their company and would like to contribute back the Siddesh way what he is doing. So I found it very touching. They are so sensitive toward each other's the target audience. They also feel the need for the same, and that much of a respect for the kind of challenges they are addressing in the society. I really feel that we were lucky to have this kind of a cohort. We would like to have this interaction in a certain frequency, so we actually can build upon something else. It should not limit to just one program and all. So that's what I feel. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. I would also like to do an integration of the first cohort, second cohort, third cohort, exchange, because I feel a lot of synergies would be there, and we will be able to build something else out of it, put together so much diversity within the cohort. So it was really wonderful, and I wish all of them all the best. And we are here for you in case if you feel like we would be able to help you out in some other way. Please reach out to us, and let us know. And just wanted to say that yes, day before yesterday I met Siddesh. I went to his field, visited his farmers, and soon in the last week of August we are piloting on a very small initiative on 1 acre of a land. We would be supporting 1 acre of investment with his methodology of agroforestry. We are doing that. So this is small pilots. I mean, whatever we can do it with the limited capacity, we are already doing it. We have started doing it. So it would be great if you guys come sometime into Pune. I would like to arrange a meeting, those who are near around, and we could, have an informal discussion as well. Thank you very much for taking out your time.
So basically, I just wanted to depart with a message from you, Sir Yogesh. Sir, is there one message that you would like to share? Because our participants, our fellows have already shared this message. So what is your message for the aspirants or whoever is wishing to apply for this program?
Okay, so for them, for the aspiring social innovators, I would say, I mean, few tips that please know your impact, clearly define problem you want to address, and articulate how your solution, will make a difference. So gather evidence of your work and its impact. This could be in a form of data, testimonial, or case study, but I think a track record of successful, project or a pilot definitely will strengthen your application. Please showcase your passion and commitment, like what we have seen with Nidhi, with Aishwarya, all of them, because fellows are often selected based on their passion for the cause, and we have seen it in the case of Siddesh, everyone, the fellow. And please demonstrate a leadership and collaboration, because I think fellowship program looks for individual who can inspire and mobilize others, so which all of our the second cohort is doing. So that is one of the key trait you will be able to see that. And then be clear and concise when writing your application or submitting. Please be clear and concise. Make sure your goals, strategies, and the expected outcomes are easy to understand. Please seek feedback from your peers, professional in your particular field, before submitting the application, because they can provide you valuable insight and help refine your proposal. You can also reach out to the cohort selected, the fellow selected in the edition 1 and 2, so they may be helpful for you. And last but not the least, which all of my these fellows have already said, that stay resilient, because rejection are part of the process. So use them as a learning experiences, because in the social sector, I mean, progress may be very slow, and it could be challenging. So stay resilient, because the meaningful changes often takes time. And all the best, and wish you best of luck.
Thank you so much, sir. Of
Sure.
course, all good things take time, and I think this session has been very fruitful in the sense that whoever is willing to apply for this program, whoever is looking for the right guidance, must take away a lot of learnings from this. And I'm really really thankful to all the fellows who have taken out time and joined us today. I think all of you had unique things to share, unique experiences to share, and I think this will inspire all the aspiring entrepreneurs to apply for these programs, to to stand the ground and be prepared for the future challenges, because it, as Yogesh sir also said, things take time, and I'm sure things will turn out to be good for everyone. Thank you once again. Thank you, Yogesh sir. You have been very kind to address, to tell us about the program and to pose questions to our fellows, and leave us with such great knowledge towards the end of the session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being a part of this. And I think all of us will meet again, and we'll welcome the fellows for this year as well. So, all the best to all of you, and thank you so much.